Every major city where there's a large black population had to listen to white people say, hey, we're going to make progress here by destroying your community.
We have major climate change coming our way. It's not going away.
Why does it have to be at the expense of black folks care about?
Crazy environmental phenomenon are not going to go away.
I've never seen a bigger project that has the least amount of consensus come through this board.
It is clear that that golf course means a lot to a lot of people.
I've had so many calls from black elders in this community saying, please don't tear this place down.
It was a division of the environment versus history, is how I saw it as a black woman.
When it's near and dear to black folks, gotta make the environment okay. Why did it have to be at our expense?
The Mississippi River actually begins over 2,000 miles north in Minnesota and flows past the Twin Cities and past a golf course that locals are fighting to keep.
The clubhouse here at Hiawatha was integrated in 1952 by a gentleman named Solomon Hughes.
Far as I can remember, my father's life was golf. He started out as a caddy in a golf club in Alabama. Then years later, he entered something called the UGA, United Golfers Association. It primarily was focused on black golfers. One of their first tournaments was the Negro National Open. My dad won that tournament. After that, his rise was stunted a little bit because in the PGA, they had clauses of Caucasians only. My dad entered what's called the St. Paul Open in 1948. Well, it was denied, saying you had to be a member of the PGA to play in PGA or PGA co-sponsored events.
Couldn't play on the PGA Tour, wasn't allowed to play in the St. Paul Open. This was like the home for guys like him.
There's about 178 parks here in Minneapolis. Everyone in the city of Minneapolis lives within a 10-minute walking distance of a park, and it's designed that way. 6 golf courses here in Minneapolis, and they're public golf courses.
Hiawatha is a very pivotal place when it comes to black golfers. They call me and talk to me about how special these places are.
Historically, this golf course has been a gathering place for minority golfers, championship-level golfers. It's been a gathering place for children to come and play golf here. This golf course happens to be in what was Bronzeville. Jimmy Slimmons was the first mayor of Bronzeville, and Jimmy Slimmons developed the Bronze Tournament. The tournament was born in 1939.
The Bronze Tournament was the creme de la creme tournament for Afro-American golfers.
It was primarily developed out of the old Negro League play throughout the Midwest. Teddy Rhodes used to come and play in the Bronze. Ed Mandeville, Bob Shelton, Joe Louis won the Bronze Tournament in 1957. Solomon Hughes was instrumental in bringing golfers from the West Coast, golfers like Billy Eckstein. Joe Louis wanted to take lessons from Solomon Hughes.
He offered my dad a large amount of money to come with him as a playing partner as a pro, and my dad said, no, I have a family.
Maybe the best professional in the Twin Cities. This was his course. This is where he raised his kids, and there's history with that.
The Bronze Tournament is still played at Hiawatha, and in 2021, the clubhouse at the course was renamed in honor of Solomon Hughes Sr.
Strictly to your father.
Oh,
Recently, however, Hiawatha's future has been in jeopardy. Members of the park board have considered other alternatives for the land. The most drastic change involving cutting the course in half due to flooding issues and to make room for other projects.
So what we're looking at here today is a number of different concepts. There's concept 1, which gives you 4 holes instead of 9. Concepts 2 and 3 have 9-hole golf courses incorporated into them.
It's important for youth to have a championship course of this nature, to come out and play golf.
The simple fact knowing that not a whole lot of blacks were allowed to play the sport,
and knowing the history about the bronze when it was started kind of inspired me.
There's been other courses here in the cities where they've been underwater and they fixed it.
This is one of the most beautiful courses in the Twin Cities. Don't wait and watch and let it die.
Today, the area is slowly being gentrified.
You're taking away a big part of the heart and the soul of the community by taking away a place like Hiawatha. It means too much. There's too much history.
It's not just Black history, it's just history.
In July 2021, the Minneapolis Park Board voted on the future of Hiawatha Golf Course. To either reduce it to a 9-hole course with other amenities or vote no and leave it as an 18-hole championship course.
I will ask the secretary to please take the roll.
Commissioner Musich.
Aye.
No.
No. Aye.
Commissioner French.
No.
Aye.
No.
Yes.
Vice President Vita.
No.
You have 4 ayes, 5 nays.
The park board decided to take a vote, and we decided for it to remain an 18-hole golf course.
We need to have young kids who can look up to older people and want to emulate and be like. And I think golf provides that. That's why a course like Hiawatha is so important. It's been this home for so many people for 90 years. Passed down from generation to generation, all the things that are good.
This place is sacred to certain folks. It's really about preserving the legacy of this place right here. It's about preserving the legacy of folks who come up here and had cookouts, or this is where business deals were made between Black business folks.
I think you need to celebrate the history in Hiawatha. You need to celebrate all of those who have been here. You need to celebrate all those who will come next.